Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and you're welcome to Glee Info. We are here live in Nigeria and want to go out and ask Nigerians what they feel or what they think about the recent hike in prices. Currently, people are protesting, saying that the fuel price is too high for them, knowing fully well we just came out of this coronavirus pandemic, or the impact of coronavirus pandemic is still massive on Nigerians. So let's go out and ask fellow Nigerians what they feel about the recent hike in fuel price.
My name is Muhammad Yakubu.
Okay, Muhammad Yakubu. Sir, are you a driver?
Yes, I'm a driver.
Okay. At this park?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I want to ask you, sir, this recent increase in fuel price, let's say fuel price don't go up, it affect your business?
Yes, it affects our business.
Okay.
Because now the increasement of fuel has become the amount of that we used to take passenger before. We still maintain the amount. We didn't increase the amount that we used to take passenger before. So the fuel now has increased. So we have to add some money in order to buy fuel. If before we used to buy like 10,000 naira fuel that we used to go and come back, now we have to put like 12,000 or 11,500. So up till now, the increment of the fuel, it has become something that affects only the drivers, not the passengers yet, because the increment have not become so much. The increment is just small increment. That kind of increment, you cannot add money for passenger. That only affects the drivers. So before we used to go and come back 10,000 naira, now it has increased. So that's the problem that we are facing now about the increment of fuel.
Oga, where you the drive go? Which place?
I used to go to several places in Nigeria. Yes. Yeah.
From like example.
I used to go like Maiduguri, Kaduna, Gombe, Bauchi, Jos, several states. Any state I can go. Yes. So
now the fuel price, never affect the customers. Now only drivers they suffer the something now. So wait if you tell federal government now, may they reduce some, or you think it's a good thing at this time, or wait if you tell the federal government any solution?
No, the best solution is for them to reduce the fuel price, because everything has become so hard. People are suffering money. Everything has become so hard. So there's nobody, everything is not moving now. It's not anybody that can come and travel. Some people will come, they will tell them the money for transport money. They will say that they don't have the money. Sometimes they will bring short. So that's the problem, that now we are taking, before we used to take 9 passengers, now we used to take 7 passengers. So we are begging the government to look about this situation, and this fuel increase is not something that will be going. So we have to reduce the fuel price so that we can couple together, we manage the transport together.
I think the major factor there is inconsistency in government policies. Like they say one thing today, they do another thing tomorrow. So the hike is long awaited, and the current government, I was against it. They have done it, but with the economic situation all over the world, I think they must have thought otherwise. That's the best solution to the economic growth. To avoid, I think indirectly they are trying to avoid recession, which some countries are already facing. So if that will stabilize the economy, I feel it's okay. But then the impact on the people is much. You know, when it comes up like this, definitely the impact will be felt all over. But if at the long run it stabilizes and the economy equally stabilizes, then it's all right by me. I feel, I think, like I said earlier, the market forces all over the world determines what is happening now. And to avoid losing out, that is why they have increased it. They keep increasing, jumping from one point to another. Previously, there was actually a subsidy. They were subsidizing. Government was subsidizing, and price was low for the consumers. But now that the subsidy has been removed entirely, I think the independent marketers are the ones determining the market price now. Although government is playing an underground role, because definitely they have to make their money out of it. Currently, we are going to feel the impact. In short, we are already feeling the impact. Because like electricity bill that we used to pay, both electricity and they are happening at the same time. And the fuel subsidy removal, they are happening at the same time. So like the electric tariff we pay, with 1,000 naira you buy about 40 units, but currently with 1,000 naira you buy about 18.2 units. So actually we are going to feel it, just like the petroleum too. As the immediate users are feeling it, those who are at the background, like the farmers, the traders, the school children and whatever, they will also feel it indirectly because there'll be hiking prices of commodities and other aspects of the economy. So it's going to be distributed around. So if at the end of it, it will cushion the impact of anything, fine. If it will not, then we'll have to face it. Because government presently has decided not to go back. May even increase. And maybe increase because if in the course of lifting fuel into the farm tanks here, before they are distributed to the marketers for sale, and there's any loophole somewhere, that will determine the price increase, definitely it has to go higher now. Because in a spate of time, it was 130 something naira, brought down to 128, shot up to 147, 43, then 147, and the price was being determined. Today, some people sell for 160, some 161, some 162. So we should expect more hike in the prices, and we are praying that it comes to be. That's our prayer. Anything that we do that will make governance simpler, and then the electorates feel the impact positively. I think that's what we should all be praying for. But a situation where they capitalize on that and enrich themselves and the masses are suffering, that shouldn't be. So our prayer is, let it be for good, so that everybody feel the positive impact of it, to avoid a breakdown of the economy completely. Currently, a country like South Africa is suffering a recession, serious recession. So if we can do the needful and stay off the recession, I think it's better for us. Personally, I feel if politics is removed entirely out of this, I don't see the reason why Nigerians will not take changes that come. Policies come, policies go, they improve on it. I remember 2012 when the then government of Jonathan wanted to remove the subsidy, to shoot the price to 141, telling Nigerians that the economy, they want to stabilize the economy and improve on the economy in the near future. I think a group of people like all these people we mentioned, road transport workers, TUC, NLC, and the rest of it, and so many others, politicians, including those who are in government now, came out and protested against it. That Nigeria had money. Some of them say Nigeria had money. Now, let me just refer to Nigeria has money. So if they subsidize, we'll still have money to take care of Nigeria. But today, they are chewing their words. So if NLC, TUC, and the rest of them want to come out to protest, I think they just want to save their faces only. Government has told them, we are not going back. We have effected the change, and it has come to remain. So if they want to protest to enable them bring down the price, well, I'm fine. Fine or good. But I feel they only want to save their name, their faces. Because they did it before. Government brought it back down and said no more removal. Now it has been removed entirely and they want to protest. So what is going to happen now? It will just be, to me, time wasting. We should all go back, reflect on our previous activities and see how we can move forward. That is my own accession to it.
Drivers are complaining that the fuel is affecting them. They have not yet implemented this price for commuters, so the drivers are the only one bearing this burden. So you can see that the recent hike in fuel price is really affecting Nigeria, and they are pleading on the government to do something about it and try to reduce this fuel price, knowing fully well that we are still in this coronavirus pandemic, and this has really affected the businesses. So people don't really have enough money to start paying for increase in fuel price. So the government should please do something about it and help the masses in Nigeria.